Well, Gille the Kid weighs in on the Drake beef with Pusha T, and he says that Drake didn't have any memorable bars on there. Then he also was wondering why he kept talking about Quentin Miller. And, you know, I like Gille the Kid. I think he's funny. I always like his outtake on like what he thinks about everything. I think Gille is hilarious. But on this circumstance right here, talking about Drake DRUPPY, whatever, I guess that's what he named, the weird thing that he named it. I think he's a little off on this one. I don't think he really listened to it enough, because if you listen to Pusha T dissing him on Infrared, he mentions Nas, it was written by, you know, he mentions something about Quentin Miller. And I think that's why Drake dives so hard into the Quentin Miller situation, just kind of like straightening everything up. Now, did Gille have a point where, like, you know, Drake went into a lot of detail with Quentin Miller? Yeah. I mean, I don't think it required that much detail. But anyways, let's break this down, and then I'll play the part. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Hit that bell, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to announce the channel, it's jordantowermedia@gmail.com. Well, Drake DRUPPY freestyle dropped, and it was really good. So good that, I mean, you know, a lot of people are going to say Pusha T didn't have time to respond yet, but I don't think he knows how to respond to this. I mean, like, I don't think anybody expected Drake to come back like this so fast, you know. He breaks down a lot of stuff. Like, I think he broke down the Quentin part so hard because, you know, that's a constant thing that comes up, that Quentin Miller wrote this and wrote that. And he's breaking it down like, hey, everybody, you know, he helped me out with a few songs, but hey, look what the things I had to do for the guy who you go to for all your beats, Kanye West. I had to help him. Then he said, tired of sitting quiet while my enemies eat. Everyone's always checking Drake and trying, you know, and then Pusha T's always checking him. He says, I want to see my brother's burning a higher purpose. What do you say? Your brother said, he's just, it's just a good diss song, you know? It's a really good diss song. Was it totally memorable? No. Like, not every line was memorable, but it was a good diss song. Not every diss song has the memorable bars. Anyways, listen to what Gille the Kid says. I like Gille the Kid's take on everything. He has his points here, and he's a lyricist himself, so he could break it down in a different way. But I agree that him and the person he's talking to, I don't think they really listened to the whole thing like a million times. I think one of them admitted he just listened to it one time, but I listened to it a lot. I like it. I mean, Gille Kid said he didn't like the beat. I like the beat, but check it out here. Let me know what you guys think.
Well, I'm gonna be quiet. Go ahead. Because you saying that's my man. That shit don't matter to me. Meek Mill is my man. Did Drake fake Meek Mill with the back-to-back? He did. So at the end of the day, that my man shit don't mean nothing. I'm saying who had the better production, which I felt as though Pusha T did, and who said the most disrespectful shit. I felt as though Pusha T did. Now, I'm not taking nothing away from Drake. I'm not saying Drake ain't gonna come back and do him, but that fucking beat was trash. The first beat that he did against Meek Mills, when niggas was like, that shit hot. I said, man, that shit's trash. Then when he came back, went back to back, I said, nah, this shit is hot. Now, all the niggas who were saying the first diss record against Meek Mills was hot, tell them niggas to name, say one fucking thing that Drake said from that fucking record, and I bet you they can't.
Okay.
Drake one.
Okay, listen, this is what I'm gonna tell you. I told you this earlier. This is what, and I think you respect this. Drake always gonna throw the bait out. Don't think Drake don't have nothing in the chamber. And I'm not saying Pusha don't either. I'm not saying he don't. I'm not saying Pusha ain't gonna draw, but this is my point. Drake repeatedly does that. He like, I'm gonna throw something out because he already know you gonna come back, and he's already ready.
Okay.
You already know that.
So I'm saying the same thing that you saying. You saying he threw the bait out there. Well, the bait was fucking trash. Granted, he might come back with the fire, but the bait was trash. The niggas rapping behind him. The niggas sound like he's Russian. He's not saying nothing that's scorching hot. tell me one line other than.
All right, wait.
Other than.
I'ma stop.
Quentin was doing doubles at Kroger's. I just tried to help the man. That don't have nothing to do with Pusha T. And another line is you running around behind a nigga that's older than you. Tell me one other line on the fucking whole freestyle that made you say, God damn. Them lines didn't even make me say, God damn. Them lines was like,
like, I only listened to it really once.
All right,
so,
listen.
I mean, from what I heard, it was good, but you might be right. Cause I listened to it like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning.
Listen, hold up. Hey, Gil.
Yo.
Hey, Gil, so you come back. Hey, Gil.
I'm about to leave in like 2 minutes, bro. 2
Hey,
minutes.
Gil.
I'm here. I'm listening.
All right, I'm going to tell you like this. I'm going to tell you what I got from the whole situation. Everybody is looking at the Drake, getting that Pusha. I feel like Drake, body, he came at Pusha, he came at Kanye, and he came at Quentin. You got to really listen to what he's saying. He ain't just come at one person. He getting at Kanye heavy. He's saying, he talking about Quentin. Somebody writing all these hits. Like, you writing all these hits, where you at? Like, he not getting at one person. You're not hearing what he's saying. You gotta listen to what he's saying in that disc record. You talking about, he only said one thing about Pusha. He was talking about Pusha, but to me, he's just all three of those entities. I didn't get out of it. He just Pusha. He going it all up.
So,
he's talking
tell
about,
me one thing that he said about Kanye. Listen, so tell me one thing that he said about Kanye that was hot, that made you say, God damn.
I'm going to say this.
Bro.
Hey, Kev, I'm listening. My ears wide open. Tell me one thing that he said about Kanye that made you be like,
I'm telling
God
you what
damn.
he was doing. No, Gil. I'm talking about what he was doing. You got to go back and listen to what he said.
I listened to that shit 3 times just now in the car back to back.
Listen, everybody saying he just body. Wait, hold on, man. Everybody saying like he just body. He just came at Pusha. No, he came at 3 people in that song. And
none of that shit was hot. All that shit was lukewarm. None of that shit was hot. That shit was hella light skin.
Hella light skin.
I don't know, bro.
Okay, so tell me, hey, listen. Tell me one line that he said against Kanye that made you say, God damn. I'm waiting.
I'm gonna say this. I don't think Kanye gonna come back. I just think Pusha gonna out-rap Drake. I think Kanye gonna take...
This is what I'm asking y'all. You saying he came at Kanye. I told you what he said about Quentin, which to me, that shit don't make no sense because Quentin ain't the nigga dissing you. We already know Quentin a bitch-ass nigga. He came out and said he was a bitch-ass nigga when Meek Mill slapped the shit out of him. I'm a bitch. You don't get no credit for that. I'm a bitch-ass nigga. Why would you slap me? I'm a pussy. So you don't get no credit for coming at a bitch-ass nigga who don't want no fucking trouble.
No, Quentin ain't do nothing to you. Cut that out, bro.
Dog, wait, hold on, Kev. Hold on, Kev. Quentin Miller came on camera himself after Meek Mill's gang had beat him the fuck up in the store and said, I'm a bitch-ass nigga. You don't get no credit for hitting me. I'm a bitch-ass nigga. You didn't see this interview?
No, I did see that interview.
Okay, so how am I disrespecting a nigga when all I'm saying is what a nigga said?
Hold up, Gil, and you said this yourself. You said, yo, street dudes don't get no credit if they beat up a working man that works 9 to 5, that ain't in the street. They don't get no credit for that. Because that's not what they into.
Okay, you don't get no credit for that. So my point is, Clinton Miller didn't say nothing about Drake. So why the fuck is Drake riding on Quentin Miller?
Well,
that's my point.
No, I think Drake addressed the Quentin Miller situation because Pusha.
So Kev, I write music for you. We homies.
Addressed it. What you talking about?
I write music for you. We homies, right? We got a good relationship, right? Somebody find out and they expose it. Why the fuck is you coming at me?
I mean, at the end of the day, the end of the day,
that's some super light skin shit and y'all don't want to say.
No, it is. It is some light skin.
Can I tell you something, though? Can I tell you something? What I would like to ask Pusha, what was
the reason?
What was the reason that you coming at him? Like, what was the reason you getting at him? Like, I don't understand. Like, what was that reason? Like, why?
Because Pusha,
Right? Why is he getting that Quentin Miller when Quentin Miller